Have you ever been to the Panama Canal?
No, never.
It's alright.
It's handmade though.
It's handmade by slightly slave.
Slightly slave, yeah. But still, it's like, what the fuck?
You like show up down there and like Nike has like a banner built by Nike.
So dumb. Just do it.
Yo, just do it.
No way.
Yeah, that was the slogan for the Panama Canal.
Oh man,
Dude, just do it.
Dude, just do it.
Yeah, start over here. Hope you guys meet in the middle.
There you go.
Go ahead. And they're like, oh yeah, so I don't know if we should do it. And they're just like, just do it.
Just do it.
And then like years later, Nike was a successful company.
There you go.
That's our second cease and desist potential letter.
Like Nike. Rambo just let out the biggest sigh on earth. It's fine. I called him Lambo by accident. Lambo Norris. Oh no, it's my bad. Now go.
Oh damn, dude! I thought I'd
No, you're
fucking.
good. You're using this seat, so it fucked me up.
That's because last time I sat there, I just noticed when we edited the video, I was like craning my neck the whole time. And they're like, "Is that dude okay?"
Yeah, maybe solo episodes you can sit there.
Yeah, dude. I'll just like sit here like Fat Joe in like the 3-seater.
The 3-seater.
But what if when Rambo's like got the zoomies, he's no longer Rambo, he's Lambo.
He's a Lambo. That makes sense.
Dude, just came up with that. Original
Right there.
Yeah, inspired by Gilmar.
One of one.
Yeah. Gilmar messed up Rambo's name and called him Lambo, which is not really that bad of an insult. Calling from Crew Real Wellness. What did he call him? Rocky?
Rocky. He kept calling him Rocky.
Get out of here.
The other Stallone.
Yeah, it's the OG.
The OG Stallone. Was that his first role? Was Rocky?
No, I don't know because I know that Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky.
Yeah, he did.
So that might have been his first movie, and then came Rambo. We could just IMDb Sylvester Stallone and see what. This is gonna be hard to look at it this way. Let's just pull up IMDb and go through his.
It's Wikipedia. God damn it.
You got Wiki, dude. It's the free encyclopedia that you can edit if you want.
That's true. All right.
And there's like a whole bunch of words on there, but we'll have to read it.
IMDb. Let's go. Damn, he was born in 1946. Holy shit.
1946, dude. He's an old man. He's 5 foot 9.5 inches.
No way, is he?
That's what it said on there.
I thought he was like
They
6'2".
scored when you're Sylvester Stallone. You can get that half inch in there.
That half inch. Yo, what the fuck is his IMDb?
This is his biography because we clicked on the biography link. We got to go to.
Let's see.
Just click on his thing and then.
All right.
Scroll you down. Oh wow, filmography. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's scroll all the way down. Damn, look at these movies, bro.
Movies for days. So the first movie was The Square Root. Let's new tab that. Oh wow.
Shit, what is this?
What's wrong with him? That's not his real face.
That's not his real face at all.
It kind of looks like and I mean this with all the respect, he kind of looks like he has Down syndrome.
Does he? Yeah, I can kind of see it, I guess.
He kind of is like, he's just got like the very just like the stare.
I see what you mean.
I don't mean that in a humorous or insultful way.
No, that's why I didn't laugh.
There's nothing to laugh about.
I'm easy to laugh. Like I laugh at everything.
Usually if I say something stupid, you'll laugh at it.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person to gauge whether or not I'm actually funny off of because you laugh and I'm like, is that actually funny?
I find a lot
Gilmar
of
laughed.
Nah, dude, like
what's this movie even about?
I don't laugh at
Photographer
everything.
Peter Christensen, University of Miami student, does a picture story at an LSD party on the beach. Pass.
Yeah, don't.
Pass. Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
No thanks. So then we got the next one. See, we thought his first one was Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the right Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah, dude, right there.
Here we go. Kitty and Stud are lovers. They enjoy a robust sex life, which includes fellatio and light SM. What's SNM?
S&M, like
BDSM?
that's what I was thinking.
But what's BD?
BD is bind and
Bondage.
Bondage, domination.
Bondage, domination.
Strangulation, and what's the last one? Manhandle.
I don't know. Specifically, stud belt whipping kitty. For a second movie, this is ridiculous.
This sounds like a porn, dude.
Milton Lewis.
Does this say rated X? Is this what this means?
Wow. Rocky goes X-rated.
Yo.
But see, it says star of Rocky goes X-rated. So that means Rocky already had to have come out.
This is bullshit, dude.
So, what? All right. Go to writer. Go down to Rocky. Let's see.
Rocky 76.
Rocky 76. All right, go back up. To the Party at Kitty.
70.
So it did come out beforehand. Maybe that poster we were looking at was something from the future.
Yeah.
They tried to re-release.
Yep. The good old re-release. That's what's happening
So
here.
basically, Sylvester Stallone, his second movie was a porno. Light porn.
Light porn, technically, yeah.
I'm not... See, I might watch this just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I mean...
Piques my interest here.
What if he's got a piece on him?
He's Rocky.
He's Rocky.
If he doesn't have a piece on him, I hope they got him a stunt double.
The Italian stallion.
A dick double.
A dick double.
That exists, dude.
That does exist, yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely called the finisher in pornos. There's the dude that I guess he can just bust routine nuts and just comes
That's crazy.
I meant not comes in the sexual sense, but he comes in and rescues the scene. You get the good looking jacked dude, and he's obviously not well endowed, so you get him and the good angles, and then you just get the guy who smokes cigarettes, chain smokes cigarettes and sells used cars, and he comes in and just
weighs 100 pounds.
Gets the close ups. He weighs less than the jacked dude, so it even looks bigger. They do all kinds of dude. I should be a porn director.
You should be. What are we doing here?
Damn it.
At one point, when we had the little setup out there, it looked
when we Studio 1.0,
yeah,
people would come into the office and they'd be like, you guys filming porns in here?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the casting chair.
Yeah.
Nah, you've heard of casting couch. Now we've got casting chairs. It's
multiple.
Weird. All right. So there's roughly, 7 or so years between the Square Root and
Rocky.
The Lords of Flatbush. That's
what?
Prisoners, 2nd Avenue. Death Race 2000, but came out in 1975.
Love it.
Let's click.
Let's click on what?
The 2000, the Death Race 2000.
Machine Gun Joe V Turbo?
What?
What the fuck is this? Death Race 2000.
We can loop. This is ridiculous. Can you make this the screen we were looking at?
What, this?
Yeah. What are we watching here? Look at this whip. That's a Corvette.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could buy the Corvette from Death Race 2000 and stunt on people in car shows.
Oh, I thought they were going to crash. Dang,
This is wicked.
He's
dude.
whipping it.
He's whipping it.
That's crazy.
But this movie obviously has a terrible plot because we've seen zero acting in this trailer. It's all just car wrecks.
In a dystopian future, a cross-country automobile race requires contestants to run down innocent pedestrians to gain points that are tallied based on each kill's brutality. What the fuck? That's crazy. It sounds like did you ever watch that Wacky Racers show, the cartoon?
No.
You never. That's kind of what this reminds me of.
But that's a cartoon. This is talking a dystopian future. So year 2000.
Whoa, that's dystopian to that.
Years 2000. So 25 years in the future from this movie, they were running people over in crosswalks. Jesus.
Well,
Sylvester, what are we doing here?
I think it's called Wacky Racers. Is that what it was called? Oh, Wacky Races. I thought it was Racers. But basically, there's all these cartoons, and they're racing and throwing little booby traps and shit. It was like Mario Kart.
Yeah, but was the goal of the cartoon to hit people and kill them?
It was to win the race, but doing so, they would sabotage each other.
But this doesn't necessarily, like, the Death Race 2000 doesn't necessarily sound like the sole purpose is to win the race. It sounds like it's to score points by murdering people in the crosswalk.
That's so true. Yeah. But I don't know. Something about it reminded me of that fucking show.
Yeah, it'd be like you see like a plump lady with a shopping cart. They're like 3 points.
Who do you think is worth the most points? The bigger the target or the young?
See, I don't know. I'm kind of skewed by the whole Epstein thing.
Mm-hmm.
The younger the child, the more the points probably.
Interesting.
Or the younger like if you run over an infant, that's terrible. So you're probably getting max points.
Mm-hmm.
The death race. You hit somebody that's like barely making it across the street. It's like they could have died. They could have got across the street and had a heart attack and died.
That's true.
It's like you're kind of those points are cheating.
Yeah.
You got to go for youth.
You got to earn that shit.
It's like being a vampire, right?
How's this like?
I think it's kind of like the vampire. What's the vampire movie? I forget what it is. What it's called? It's maybe Dracula.
That sounds.
It's actually called Dracula, where like he's old, but if he like sucks the blood of somebody young, it'll like make him look younger.
Oh, like Jared Leto.
Mm-hmm. Exactly like Leto.
This fucking guy.
We're gonna get a cease and desist from his fucking attorneys for that clip. But
bro, I hope.
I edited, like the way I cleaned it up a little bit because I said some things in that episode. I straight up started it off with like he's sucking like Jared Leto saying young by sucking the life out of infants.
Yeah.
But I made it seem like it was a little gentler than that in the clip. Try and get some more viewers, you know?
Yeah, that was a good job.
Surprise them.
Yeah. That was a good job, yeah.
But so we got Rocky, 1976.
So that's how we got on the whole Sylvester Stallone train.
Because Colin from Kuru called Rambo Rocky.
Yeah. We dived. That was a 10-minute bit right there that we just talked about fucking Sylvester Stallone.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah. Yo, that sounds like a real fucking ad right there. That was crazy.
Yeah, dude, I just got the voice for radio.
You do.
It's unfortunate that there's cameras in here.
We could just cut them off.
We went to this like ice thing last night at Kuru Real Wellness with the boys, and the one lady that works there, like, very humbly commented how beautiful my hair was multiple times. And we got in the car, and I think Ariel was like a little like
put off by it.
I think that lady had a crush on you, and I was like, I don't think so. I think so, but I'm gonna tell you it didn't.
Yeah.
But it's fine though.
It's fine. Just keep taking and keep moving.
Yeah, it means nothing to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I figured out I had nice hair like 4 years ago, so it's kind of like it's like when you're a child actor and become famous as a child.
Yeah.
You're a bit pretentious, but when you get famous as an adult, you're like a little bit more humble.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? My hair is humble.
You have humble hair.
I have humble hair. Is what it is. But we went to the sauna and ice thing. It was it got very competitive. I purposely invited my friend Ray. To make sure that, well, I didn't invite him just for this reason, but I was like, hey, you know, I haven't seen Ray in a while. This sounds like it could be a weird event, right, with Colin's wizardness.
Yeah, it's wizardry.
We got the Service Brothers showing up.
Oh, damn.
Bunch of ice baths and some sauna. What could possibly not be weird about this? So we did the ice baths. The Service boys hopped in first. Nick is a savage. He goes like 4 or 5 minutes.
Jeez.
I hop in the ice. Ray hops in his ice. We start going 4 minutes. And the first couple seconds, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. And then I looked at Ray, and Ray looked at me, and there was no way I was getting out before him.
Yeah.
Right? And the Service boys were like in the sauna, like cheering us on. I'm just like listening to the band Brand New over the speakers. Like, this is really emo for ice.
Brand New. Jesus.
Emo ice. And so we got to 4 minutes, and Ray goes, 5. We're going for 5. And he said, next thing you know, it started to like, I don't know. I feel like I could stay. I feel like I became the ice.
Whoa.
Yeah. Your feet start to hurt. It's like so cold it burns.
Oh, yeah.
But like, you know, it's probably doing something good for you because like the I don't know.
It's like a shock to
It's
your
very
body.
Nordic. Like you feel like a Viking.
Damn.
And then you're with like a bunch of people you're friends with. You got the girls there, Nick's girlfriend as well. And so we got in the sauna with everybody. So when next thing you know, I'm like, dude, we went in the sauna for like 20 minutes. Let's get back on the ice. We did that 3 times. 2 times. 3 times, I think.
Holy shit.
It was hardcore. Ariel got in the ice for, like first, or like last rather, by herself. And I thought like for a brief second I was like making, like I was filming to like for her like social media account.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the training lifestyle, you know?
Yeah.
Online followers are important, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
I thought she was going to pass out. I had to shut the camera off.
Really?
I was like, are you good? She's like, I'm good. She fucking powered down eventually.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But she's very small, so like there's not a lot. She's not insulated.
Yeah.
Like me, you know?
I'm not insulated. I think I wouldn't last that long in that ice
Well,
bath.
you have tropical descent. You know what I'm saying?
Central American tropical descent, yeah.
I was trying to make it sound cool. Everybody always forgets on Central America. It goes like North America, South America.
Uh-huh.
Everybody always forgets Central.
That's where all the nice places are. You got Mexico, you got fucking, Costa Rica, Belize, Ecuador, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Don't forget Ecuador.
Panama Canal.
Yeah, Panama. Have you ever been to the Panama Canal?
No, never.
It's all right.
It's handmade, though.
It's handmade by, slightly slave.
Slightly slave, yeah. But still, it's like, what the fuck?
You like show up down there and like Nike has like a banner. Built by Nike.
So dumb. Just do it.
Yo, just do it.
No way.
Yeah, that was the slogan for the Panama Canal.
Oh, man.
Dude, just do it.
Dude, just do it.
Yeah, start over here. Hope you guys meet in the middle.
There you go.
Go ahead. And they're like, oh, yeah, so I don't know if we should do it. And they're just like, just do it.
Just do it.
And then like years later, Nike was a successful company.
There you go.
That's our second cease and desist potential letter.
Like Nike.
The problem is like not the episodes where we say stuff. It's the Instagram or the YouTube shorts and the Instagram reels. Because like you say something a little wild, next thing you know, you got like tens of thousands of fucking likes on TikTok, and somebody's like, "We're not happy about this."
Yeah, that's true.
But we deleted TikTok, so
We did?
I deleted TikTok off my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the Joe Rogan thing where he started reading like the terms of service for TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Delete.
Damn, is TikTok just dead for us then? Should I just not have it?
Nah, we could still post on TikTok. We got a lot of fans on there.
Damn, I guess I'll take the fucking heat for that.
I mean, you got an Android, so I don't know if it affects you the same way.
It definitely does.
I was just saying that to
Wow, dude. Trying to fucking manipulate me.
Yeah, just get some viruses on your phone, dude. The feds will be coming and they'll be like, Gilmar's a Chinese, like, secret
fucking
tech person.
Yeah, nah.
I was looking for something intelligent to say. I didn't have.
Nah, I got fucking nothing to hide, so I'm good. The Chinese can see whatever the fuck I'm doing, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But what they're doing is they're using what we're looking at to like send us stuff to hate each other. That, and then they can like see what we're looking at, and then just be like, all right, cool. This is what the Americans are doing.
Oh,
right,
motherfuckers.
What if like so like I don't know what China's like CIA is called. It probably sounds like something like a bunch of silverware clanging together.
What if it's just Chinese CIA?
Yeah, what is Ministry of State? That sounds not as cool. Let's see what's the NSA. Let's click on those things to see if there's anything more intelligent. Yeah, it's just like the minister. What about the one above it? Chinese version of CIA. MSS. That sounds like a nerve disease.
Ministry of State Security.
Yeah, so the Ministry of State Security, could you imagine being in like the TikTok department where you're like monitoring what is getting sent back from America, and you're just like watching girls like twerking and stuff like that? And like, we've got nothing, sir.
They're all just braked up at the office watching all these girls twerk. None of them stand up ever.
Yeah, what if that's like the huge problem within the MSS? Like they're the only people that can see what we're looking at on TikTok, so they're all like corrupt as fuck looking at like booty videos and shit.
The office,
and like world star fist fights.
The office is just so sticky.
And it's like, you can't handle the responsibility that I have. I have to watch booties.
That's crazy. Yeah, actually, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they were talking about how one of the guys that's on the podcast used to be a moderator for Snapchat. So he would if someone would post content to, say, a festival like Lollapalooza or something, he would have to like approve it before it gets posted to the festivals.
To the Lollapalooza feed.
Yes, yeah. So he was like, sometimes we see some boobs and stuff, but then he was talking that he spoke to people that were Facebook moderators, and he said that the way they explained it sounded like they went through war, because they would have to go through and, approve and take down like beheading videos and just like all this crazy shit.
Child porn.
Yeah. Oh my God. I could never have that job. That's crazy.
Dude.
One of those Chinese people be seeing.
You know what? I feel bad for the Chinese too. America's fucked up place. Like, if there's someone over there that's like monitoring us, there's no way that we look like a good place to go.
Yeah,
they're like, you know what, China, whatever, dude. Like, this is the place.
Take it back, dudes. But that's cool. You guys went to that ice thing. Yeah, I don't know how long I could last in that shit. I remember growing up, my mom used to be like, when it was cold or whatever, and she'd be like, cover up or else you're going to get sick. Or like, don't directly go in the cold and go in hot.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's not a thing, right?
No, it's not a thing.
Yeah, because or else you would have been sick right now. The amount of times you fucking went back and forth in the hot and the cold.
I actually used that science against, I don't think it was my parents, but somebody of authority tried to tell me to put a coat on one time, and I'm like, listen, that's not how it works. Like, what happens is, like, if you go out in the cold and you already have sickness inside of you and your body has to work harder to keep you warm, it does make you more susceptible to like the virus taking over. But that's not what actually makes you sick. Because when you go into hot or cold, heat shock and cold shock proteins, or like your body releases these proteins. I'm going to go full Ronda Rousey.
Let's go.
Rhonda Patrick.
Ronda Rousey. He's going to knock somebody out.
Oops. So there's a scientist, Rhonda Patrick, that she has a podcast, and it's really hard to listen to because she's a scientist.
Yeah.
And she goes through like all of those proteins on a bunch of different episodes, and I struggled to listen to all of them because it's just like so dry, and it's just like, all right, cool. Like, I need someone, like, can we tell a joke here?
Yeah.
But like, basically, when you have a fever, your body releases these proteins that kind of like help your immune system know to do its job, as well as to like fight the actual sickness. And when you go into the sauna for a prolonged period of time, I think you have to be in there for like at least 20 minutes at a certain temperature. Your body thinks that you're having a fever and releases those proteins. So that's like what the recovery process is from like hot and cold. Cold shock proteins are different, but serve a similar purpose. Not the same, but kind of the same thing. I think that when you go from hot to cold and back, that's like the best thing. Don't quote me on that part.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure the science is like, because of all the Scandinavian and Switzerland, like all those countries up there in Northern Europe, like they abuse the saunas. And then they're fucking cold all the time. So like you go in the sauna and the sweat lodge, and then you go out into the ice and the snow. You go back and forth. And like, if you look at those people, they're healthiest people on earth.
Yeah.
And a lot of people attribute that to the sauna.
Interesting.
Because you're just like dumping those proteins in your body.
Yeah.
But the key to that is also you have to drink water.
Right.
So if you're someone that's out there drinking Mountain Dew Code Red all day long, like, you're just trashed. Your body's like, you're probably not getting the same results. Like, you have to be thoroughly hydrated for this stuff to work. Which is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw Ariel posted her recovery score, and it was like the best one she's ever had, she said, or something like that.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think she always gets like good recovery. I don't know why that is. It might be, maybe it's because she wasn't an athlete growing up. So like now that she's like kind of an athlete, like her body doesn't have that same like memory response. But like when I got into the ice yesterday, my heart rate was like 65. When she got into the ice yesterday, her heart rate was like 126.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, the highest my heart rate got while I was in the ice was like 96. And that's because we started talking shit and I was laughing really hard. But, like, we were all monitoring, like, that, or at least I was, and Ray and her. But because I worked out at different degrees or levels, like, my body has, like, what I perceive to be kind of like a muscle memory. I guess that's probably what you would actually call it. I thought I made up something correct, like scientific memory. There, you know what I'm saying? I got construction, scientific on his body, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, if I were to, like, let myself go for a little while and then started working out aggressively again, my body would, like, very quickly, like, there's, like, muscle elasticity. Whereas if somebody is terribly out of shape their whole life, they have a harder time getting in shape as they get older because your body's like, what are you doing? I don't remember this.
Yeah.
I don't understand the science behind that per se, but.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel that way, like, when I go sometimes, like, stretches where I don't really exercise as hard or something, and I get back on it, like, my body starts to, like, the results start coming in a little quicker than usual, because, you know, I grew up playing sports and working out and shit, so like, I could not easily get back in shape, but it's not as hard as it would be for most people. I think it's more like my diet that I struggle with.
I would say that I don't eat enough every day. That's, like, my biggest problem. We're actually starting to think about, not even think about, Ariel's probably just going to do it, the Vitality Kitchen.
Oh, I've been seeing you guys post that.
I posted them yesterday.
Yeah.
They're the lady that's in that, like, it's a couple that owns that business, and the lady that is, like, the partner in there used to work in the one gym that Ariel's training at right now. And Ariel, like, messaged her or something like that, and then they linked her up where Ariel, like, works part-time now. And she used to work there, but her business, like, doing the food prep, got so busy that she had to quit as a trainer and do that full time. And I had, like, a couple meals from them. It's delicious. I had, like, some donuts from the protein donuts. Oh, shit. They were delicious. Like, everything Ariel's had from there, she said it's delicious. This episode is sponsored by but Ariel started tracking her macros, meaning, like, macros being, like, your proteins, your carbs, your fats. And realized, like, she wasn't eating enough of, like, anywhere near enough protein every day. And some days, like, not even eating enough food. And then she was just like, wait a minute, if this is what my results are. And then she, like, probably didn't even do my calculation. She's just like, he's not eating enough things. I'm like, I'm not. So probably getting that so I can, like, Super Saiyan up. You know?
That's crazy.
When you're younger, you have way more time to eat.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess it's foolish. Like, I don't make time because I'm, like, so busy throughout the day. Like, I'll stop and get food sometimes. But a lot of times, like, the lunch Ariel packs me, like, I'll eat that before fucking 9:30 in the morning. I'll eat it, like, I'll, like, leave the house and, like, eat it on the way to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you're hungry.
It's like, oh, I just worked out. Here, just slam all this food down. It's tough.
It is, man.
And then when you calculate all the money and everything like that, like, each one of those meals is, like, maybe $12. But for you to, like, make that, like, you got to buy the food. You got to make the food. Like, you're probably spending more than $12 a day prepping your own food, especially when you factor in, like, your time. Like, you're a busy guy. Like, you're doing the clothing thing, the marketing, sales here. Like, if you could just, like, outsource your food, but, like, to a good source, you're almost, like, kind of saving yourself money.
Oh, yeah.
Because time is money, and if you save time, you're saving money. And if you can get into that, like, a lot of people have, like there's, like, a couple different mindsets that you can have. And if you're, like, always worried about, like, spending your money rather than spending your time, you're fucking yourself in the long run.
Yeah, that's so true.
You have to look at it as, like, and I always kind of looked at life that way and didn't really appreciate it until probably, you know, years ago. Not that long ago. Maybe 2 years ago. 3 years ago, where I was like, wait a minute, I always think this way. But I started noticing, like, people transitioning out of that into, like, the way I think, where it's like, whatever I got to do to keep my time, I'll spend it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Within reason, obviously. Like, I'm not, like, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not doing steroids.
No. Yeah, no. I totally agree with that train of thought because I remember we were talking to Francis, and he says that he doesn't cook at home, that he goes out to eat because he makes more money doing that. But also, it's like, yeah,
But he's also meeting people.
Exactly, right.
Doing that. Like, that's a little different than
That's
what
a little
I'm
different.
talking
Yeah.
Because, like, you're also not eating the best food.
That's true.
Like, you're going and drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You're different things like that. Like, I'm talking about, like the Vitality Kitchen is high-quality food. Like, if you could have the Service Brothers cook for you every meal and give you, like, local farm-raised food, low GMO, or, like, low or no GMO, no fertilizers, pollutants and things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you could focus on what you're good at or what makes you move forward. Eventually, like, you kind of like at first, it's like you're spending money on the food, but you don't have as much money. So, like, you got to, like, sacrifice going to the movies. So, like, you don't go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually, like, if you're using your time right, if you're fucking off it, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're focusing on what you are good at or what your passion is, like, your passion will, like, greatly exceed, like, your return on passion or your output is, like, going to greatly exceed whatever you possibly could pay for food.
Yeah.
Like, when I met Ariel in 2016, I guess, she, like, didn't have, like, she had student loans. She had always lived out on her own. So, like, she was always, like, broke because, like, she couldn't, like, she didn't have, like, someone, like, parents to, like, live with to, like, give her that head start. She, like, some people's parents will let you live there and they'll pay for your school. Like, she had to pay for her school, pay for her living, everything, like, and, like, be like, all right, like, how do I make this money back?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I was already doing relatively well for, like, my age, and I would eat out 3 times a day. And she was like, what? Like, I could never imagine doing that. And, like, now when she thinks, like, she's starting her new, like, online fitness business, like, now she's like, I would rather buy the Vitality meals than to cook us food because, like, I need this time in order for this business to get off the ground faster than if I, like, dedicated my time doing that. So it's like an investment in yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's why. So one thing I started doing to transition to that ease of prepping dinners and shit, like, we used to go grocery shopping and shit, but we don't do that anymore. I started ordering meal kits at home. So that definitely saves us time and on my weekends where I can do more shit outside of work. Or
what's a meal kit? So
you can order a box, and I use Every Plate. That's what I use. And I still have to cook the meals, but it saves me the trouble of having to go out and find what I'm going to eat.
So everything's portioned?
Yeah, everything's portioned.
Okay, that's cool.
And yeah, it's like $60 a week, and it feeds me and Anna for 5 nights. So
holy shit.
Yeah, it's like super.
There's no way you could like grocery shop and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
For 2 people for $60. 2 people's grocery shop, like, and with the prices the way things are now, is like you're spending $100 easy.
Yeah.
When you add up, like, meat and stuff like that, the food's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. The only thing is now we have to get more health conscious with it, because a lot of the meals that we choose, like, I try to keep it to 1 pasta a week, and then the rest is just like rice and grains and, you know, vegetables, potatoes, and sweet potatoes and shit. So we try to keep it somewhat healthy, but I feel like as time is moving on, I'm now not like finding or having the time to cook the meals every night, because, like, Anna and I's routine, it was like come home, work out, make dinner, and then go to bed. But now I have to, you know, come home, work on my clothing brand, and then work out, and then cook dinner, and then go to it. So it's kind of hard to fit all that in. So I think my next step would probably be something like you're doing, where you can just order.
Dude, I ate it cold.
Yeah.
It's fucking delicious.
Oh, I bet.
It's delicious.
It looked
meatballs
bomb.
were amazing.
Yeah. And it saves you guys so much time. You don't have to sit there and cook it, right?
Yeah. So $12 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Say you eat. So, like, that's just your dinners.
Yeah.
So $12 a day times 5 days times 2 people against, what was the first one? $60 a week. So you're spending twice as much.
Twice as much, but it's saving me.
But $60 isn't that much if you can take your clothing brand.
Yeah.
And a year from now, you're selling $60 a week and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, like, even if you break even on that, you're still doing what you want to do with your time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, fuck the money.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to spend time, like, you like cooking, but,
I
like,
do,
every day, though?
Yeah, and then we got to clean up, and, you know.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, so it's, I feel like
that.
Yeah, that might be my next step, is to then move towards just having someone send me completed meals. I just have to heat it up and eat it.
Dude, I literally ate the one thing. I just took the Tupperware container and I slammed it onto a plate and slid in like a complete animal. You know how I am. Yeah. Ariel's looking at me like, are you really? I'm just like, hold on.
That's awesome, though. Yeah, man, I gotta, I'm trying to take more steps in investing in myself and, you know, not worrying about the money, like you said, and worrying more about my time, because that's the most important part.
You don't get it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Time's like the only thing you never get back.
Exactly.
So, like, that's why I get, like, people don't understand, like, if somebody cancels on me last minute or somebody blows me off or we have an appointment and they're late, like, nothing drives me more crazy than you wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I have, like, and I used to be a psychopath about it. Like, when I was young 20s, everybody's like, let's just fuck off and get wasted every day. And I'd be like, no, I got to, like, and people would be like, I would just, like Andrew's just like, we're not inviting him anymore because he's just fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I just was just like, no, if I want to get all of this stuff done that I want to do with my life, I can't always take advantage of just, like, messing around. And now I'm 34 years old and I don't know how to relax, which is also a problem. So, like, you do need to, like, take that with a grain of salt, but it's kind of like you need, and if somebody's routinely fucking with your time, get rid of them. No questions. Don't even tell them. Don't have a breakup text. Not, like, don't. Like, one of my buddies who's very successful one time went on a Tinder date, and the girl was on her phone so much, he's like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and he just left the fucking restaurant. Dude, met up with me at, like, this cocktail place. Yeah. I think 45 minutes later, she noticed that, like, she texted him and was like, hey, are you still in the bathroom? He's like, no, bitch, I fucking left. Like, don't ever talk to me again. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like, aggressive, but, like, kind of, yeah. Don't, like, if you're not going to, like, people do that all the time. Like, people we know mutually. Like, we went to that comedy thing with Tim Dillon. Ariel made all that food. Half the people that were invited showed up on time. The other people, like, showed up fucking 10 minutes before we had to leave and then fucking left the comedy thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, why even come? Yeah. I take zero offense to that. That's their time.
That's their time. That's true.
I don't care. But it's like, don't, like, sometimes people, I find it with, like, I don't think it's perfectionists or, like, there's certain people that are just yes people that just, like, say yes. But really, like, when they get to the time, like, they're optimists, I guess is what I was looking for. Like, they're always late because they, like, in their head, they're like, I can get there in 30 minutes. It's 45 minutes away. Yeah. I'll figure it out. It's going to be okay. But it's like me, sometimes, like, me and Ariel butt heads because she likes to be early. She doesn't like to waste other people's time. But if I'm, like, say I'm going to, like, Rambo's training appointment, I'm paying for that no matter what. If I'm 5 minutes late, I'm not wasting that person's time. They're getting paid. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm messing with my time at that point. Right. But, like, sometimes people look at it as like, well, you're late to the appointment. It's like, yeah, if I'm late to a mutual appointment where it's like you invite me to grab coffee to, like, talk about business or something like that, and I'm late to that, that's fucked up. Because, like, we're both, like, sharing the cost. Yeah. But if, like, I don't even show up to that appointment and you still get paid, that's what you chose to do. You chose to do your time is to get paid. Mm-hmm. But if, like, I don't pay you, that's fucked up. Yeah. But, like, I think it's did you work out in the mornings at all?
No, I actually did last week, but I haven't this week. So, no.
How'd it go?
It was good. I slept better, I think. I was more tired at the end of the day. And I'm not the type of person to take naps. I don't like taking naps because I find that I can't sleep at night after I take a nap. So when I got to bed, I was like...
My people call that a siesta.
Oh, yeah, your people, yeah. You're Spanish people, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, it was definitely good. And, again, I would love to do it more, but for some reason, I guess the older I'm starting to get, I'm starting to realize maybe I'm not a morning person. I always like to think I was, but I guess I'm just not.
You can kind of change that, though.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I think I believe
that too.
You can change that.
I believe that too.
I think my getting up early ultimately came down to like just stress and just like worrying about getting shit done. Especially when we started building Auto X Revival, I was like extra excited. It's like not even just bad stress. It's just like excitement energy. It's
I know
like
what you mean.
I'm thinking about like the last couple of nights I've woke up in the middle of the night like, and I'm just like thinking about shit. I'm like, oh man, what do I got to do this tomorrow? And it's just like, dude, you got to chill out right now. You're supposed to be sleeping. I've definitely fixed my sleeping a lot. Like my sleep when I got the Oura Ring. I was like, I'll pull it up right here. So like my sleep. Pull it up. Trends. Sleep. Total sleep. So by month, like in January when I got the ring, I was sleeping 6 hours a night. Mm-hmm. Then I peaked in April, 7 hours and 38 minutes.
Oh, shit.
June, I'm back down to 7 hours a night. Mm. And now I'm like around 7 hours and 7.5 hours.
That's
good. Last 2 months.
That's sick.
So like I'm actively trying to like, because sleep's also important. Once you read the like importance of sleep book, you're like, oh wow, I'm gonna die if I don't fix this.
Yeah.
But I was probably pre-architecture school. I graduated from Temple. I was doing the business, and like it was me and my brother, and we had like a couple employees, and I might have talked about this on the podcast before, but like I had to go to like networking things after work. Like we were trying to grow the business. I wasn't really good at that yet. I still have a lot to learn now, but like I noticed that like a lot of times, like I ended up going to work out at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night because I would like go to the bar to meet people. I would go to this networking social. I would go do estimates. I would go meet with like potential clients. Like I found we would get off work and it would be like a 90-degree day and we were like framing houses and decks and things like that. And I would just be like completely exhausted, but then like snort some pre-workout and be good to go. But like somebody along the way, and I wish I could give them credit, was just like, it was like an Andy Frisella or somebody like that was like, you got to work out in the morning to free up that entrepreneurial time after work. And once I heard that, I was like, that makes complete sense to me. I'm going to try that. And I struggled with it for a little while. Like it was like tough to get out of bed. But like once you get that pre-workout in your system, you're like, fucking let's pick some stuff up. Mm-hmm. And that's like why I started working out in the morning, because I like wanted to. And then when I moved to the city and started hanging out with girls, like it was important to have time after work to like go see Ariel, get dinner, like come over. Like I was still getting home from work at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. And then I'd want to like go out and see people. Mm-hmm. Like there's no time for working out, but working out was important to me.
Yeah.
So it was like the only time to do it is in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then I was getting up stupid early because I would like read and do stuff before working out because nobody could bother me. Because like we were such a small company that like when I was just by myself with Timmy, like I'd do everything. And like if I sat down to do paperwork or estimates or stuff like that at like the end of the day or the middle of the day, it's like I was getting bothered by like other important shit, and it would take me longer to do stuff. Mm-hmm. So I started doing that stuff and then going to work out and then going to work. And it felt like by like 10 a.m. I felt like I was like I just had a whole day before most people are like really getting into their groove. Like I started to notice like real like changes in how much shit I was getting done every day. And then at the end of the day I was like, yeah, like I got everything done.
Yeah.
Or as, you know, as much as possible.
Yeah, it's funny because I was actually, I think it was maybe like 2 nights ago, I was telling Anna, I was like, you know, I'm starting to realize that I need to be better with my time. And I was like, I'm so dead set on waking up early now. Like, so I'm definitely going to try this, but like waking up early, being able to crush it at work. And then after that, being able to do the clothing brand. Cause I was like, man, I don't know, like something hit me. I was just thinking about the way I was using my time and how it could be used better, and how like I want to be able to provide for the both of us for a little while, because I'm probably going to have to a little. Anna's going to be working, like doing freelance stuff, but, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, she's doing escuela.
Yeah, escuela.
As my
Yeah.
people would
Yeah, your people would say. So I was like, I really want to take this shit serious. So I kind of like we're having this conversation again because it's kind of like reminding me this is what you talked about. This is what you want to do.
Yeah, you need to like. That's why surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded but different is so important, because like you need to have conversations that kind of like push you in different directions. That's like that's like the importance of John to me. I disagree with him on tons of things, but a lot of times when we disagree, it still changes. Like I might not fully take on his point of view, but it like opens me up to like see my flaws or my challenges. Same with Ariel. Like there's very few people that I've met that I'm like there's been people that have been critical of me, but I'll look at them and be like, dude, your whole life is a joke. Like I am not good at taking feedback from people that I don't like qualify as feedback worthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, like 2 weeks ago you were addicted to meth. Like why don't you work on that? Get your shit together, which is like unfortunate for me, because like there probably are people like, just because like you don't have your shit together and what I can see, like you might still be able to give me feedback or insight that is like something I could, change me. But like somebody like John can be like very critical of me and very blunt and honest, and like it hurts. But like after you get over that initial sting, you're like, what, like where is the truth in what that person said?
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes somebody like that'll give you, there's a little ego in there, there's a little their perception, there's their persuasion in there, like they're trying to get you to do what they want. But somewhere in there is like there's useful tools, useful feedback. That's why like having conversations like this is important, because like you can kind of be like, when you're going home, you're like, I need to do it that way, or I need to change to your style.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should never really just like full on just listen to people and just like don't be like, yep, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of be like, just think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But because I see, you're going to do the clothing thing, which is definitely cool. But it's like, how do you get it all done?
Mm-hmm.
And what, like, going back to like what you said about like respecting your time or thinking about your time, like that is one of the craziest transformations I think a person can go through from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because time is not infinite. You could get more money. You can get money. It's not like there's being broke and being rich, obviously, but like there's always money. There's always a way to figure it out. Like you can't like make more time. And I think that very few people just like, I sound like a motivational speaker right now, but it's just like fucking true. Like when you look at people, you're like I used to just look down on them, but now I feel bad for those types of people where it's just like, that's how you're using like your limited amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, like that's going to cost you.
Yeah.
It's costing you right now, but like it's like, it's really hard to explain to people because like you either get it or you don't. And when people start to get it, you're like, welcome.
Yeah.
Because it honestly is your most important thing. It's like the way I see it is, and I always saw time as important, but I didn't always see health as important. Because time and health have like this weird like brother-sibling relationship. Like you can have time still, but if you don't have your health, what is time? And not to speak like ill of my father, but he didn't always like take the greatest care of himself, but worked really, really hard. Worked incredibly hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to a point where like, yeah, you retired and yeah, you have money now in the bank and you can do what you want, but like you don't have the health anymore. As like your health isn't where it's at. And when I started to realize that, that's why I started taking fitness so seriously. And my brother did too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, it wasn't just my father. I don't want to just like throw him under the bus. There was like a lot of people in my life, like different, older people that I was exposed to. It's just like, damn, I was like, they lived a great life, but like they either got cut short because of their health, or when their life finally like matured into something great, they didn't have their health to enjoy it all the way. Like whether it's having kids, grandkids, it's like you don't want to be like the grandfather that's like stuck to the easy boy chair.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, grandpa can't get up because his fucking stomach's so big, his knees will break.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want to be that guy. You want to be Jared Leto.
Yeah, you want to be Jared Leto. There we go. Fucking brought it back, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and like, I was like, damn, if I'm going to do all of this stuff, I need to be in shape. Plus, like, that confidence that comes with being in shape is, like, irrefutable.
Yeah.
And then if you really want to, like, it's like kind of having, like, I need to get, it's like racing. It's like, you want the fastest car, but if your car isn't reliable, like,
Ferrari.
Yeah, a.k.a. Ferrari. Just like you're like the tortoise and the hare in a way. Like you're got the fastest car, but if it breaks down or you lose control of it all the time, it doesn't matter that it's the fastest car, because the second fastest car that never breaks down and is super reliable, like they're gonna win all the races. So like you need a balance of like that.
Yeah. And
it's weird to me also when you see people that are like car guys or different people, and they're like, you know, taking amazing car. Like you see the guys at the car show and they're like wiping down their McLaren. It's like, oh, okay, cool, $1 million car. But like, you're going to be on you probably have a pacemaker. You're like, you've already on your third heart attack. Like, you know, you drink all the time. Like, it's not like, it's like, what's the value in the car if like you can't enjoy it forever, or as long as what forever is?
Yeah, as long as forever. Yeah.
So it makes me excited for you to like hear that.
Yeah, I'm excited
stuff
to.
And everything. Like you're starting to like I think it's called time collapsing. So like where you make decisions to like kind of like cut the waste.
Yeah, I remember the first big decision I made was not playing video games anymore.
Yeah,
dude, I used to play them probably like 4 times a week. Now my Xbox is like collecting dust somewhere. So that's like one thing. I was talking to my cousins last week. They were like, oh, you're never on Xbox. I'm like, yeah, I haven't played in like a couple of months. Like, yeah, you're never on. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, I got a lot going on. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's one thing I remember cutting off. And then now it's like freed my time up so much. So
yeah, that's definitely, I would think like video games, drinking is probably another big one for people.
Yeah, I don't
it's
really
like
drink.
I gotta go out and, you know, we gotta go to the bar on Friday nights. I remember when I turned 21 and like all my people started 2021, they'd be like, oh, we're gonna go to the bar. I'd be like, I never was that guy. Like when I met Ariel, I was definitely more, that was like my peak, going out to bars and stuff like that, because I was like trying to meet people and, you know, make new friends and meet girls and do all that stuff that you do in your mid-20s.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, like that's what you're supposed to do. But when I turned 21, I remember being like, nah, I'm building a business. I'm finishing college. I'm doing all this. Like, and occasionally I would go out, but there'd be people that would go out like they had to be there. Like, especially like and I didn't have as many friends as my brother did, but my brother's friends would like, when they all turned 21, I was older than them. So like and my brother was a little bit older than them, a lot of them too. So like he was already 21, and they would be like, they turned 21 and they'd be like, oh, we're going to go to the bar tonight. And they would go to the bar every night. And some of them worked for me. And you'd be like, dude, like, what is at the bar?
Yeah.
Like, what is going to happen there? They like felt like they were going to miss something if they didn't get to the bar. And I just like I was just like, I never had to come out of that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think people that, it's like video games, drinking, social media is a bad one.
Yeah.
I'm definitely victimized by social media sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm really good with it. Sometimes I'm disappointed in myself. It's like, motherfuckers. Like, dude, if you look at my feed right now, it's all Ferraris and Porsches and fucking raccoons.
Yo.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, how often you send me raccoons is crazy.
Yeah, Instagram's like, oh, dude, you're the raccoon boy. Here's 40 fucking raccoon videos. And I'm like, oh, this is a cute one. Oh, this is a cute one.
Bro, they got you.
Dude, I'm kidding. Like, the raccoons are legit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just like, kind of like, they're always just like, hey, hand me that piece of fruit.
They just, the little fucking hands.
They're just like,
yeah.
and people are like, all right, I'll pick you up. And he's like, and they just look like evil, but they're cute. They're like, let me get that plum. Like, dude, I'd love to just like, I don't know what it is. I would just like love to look down, like if I can make a protein and just like look down and see a little dude just being like, let me get some of that.
Let me get some protein.
Let's get some protein for me.
He's all jacked up on protein. No
Yeah,
way.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I'm pumped for you.
Thanks.
Because like once you start, like life happens, like you can make changes in your life. And like I know I'm saying this because it's happened to me, where you make like very minute changes, and 6 months later your life is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And you get there and you're like, it's I'm not good at appreciating it, but like if you can be like, get there in 6 months and be like, wow,
yeah,
like that one like working out in the morning opened up all this other opportunity to me, and now I have like the fruit from that opportunity.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool shit. It's better than Christmas.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking forward to, you know.
Yeah.
6 months down the line, I'm like,
It takes, like, people are like, oh, it does take time to, like, business and stuff like that. But, like, if you use it intentionally, it does not.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a lot of growth. There's always, like, once you get into that mindset where you want more and more and more growth, it's, like, hard to keep going and be positive about it. But, like, if you can be positive about it, you're like, yeah, I changed this. Like, it's like, I think people call it life hacking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're changing little things, and the next thing you know, you get better results and in and out.
Yeah.
Inputs, outputs.
Yeah, I feel like I'm addicted to results. Like, whenever I learn a new skill or improve some way, like, it's kind of like a high. Like, I want to keep fucking doing that.
Yeah, I mean, just look at, like, the content you made when we started working together
Mm-hmm.
to what you put out now. Not only is it, like, better, but you're, like, you put it out like boom, 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 boom. And I know there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and it's a lot of work, not discounting that, but it's like, it appears to me that like, it's just like your intention or the reels or different things. It's just like very like boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
And people like, sometimes I still run into people who think I'm the one that's doing it. And I'm like, where do you think I have the time to put out this level of content and also be running around with a chicken with his head cut off?
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally running around with a fucking axe all day long, just being like, bah, solving problems with my hammer. Mm-hmm. It's just like, dude, like, no, like, I was like, no, I barely keep up with my own Instagram.
Yeah, you asked me like, yo, get some photos.
Yeah, I was like, yo, when you take pictures, like, send me 4 pictures, and then I look at like what you post. I'm like, God damn it, I just posted that, and yours version looks better. They're gonna think it was me.
That's
and
hilarious.
I'm a fraud.
No. No, yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited. There's a lot of exciting times ahead, man.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So.
Damn, we almost hit that hour. We're at 57.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So this episode is sponsored by the Concierge Handyman.
Yeah. Check us out, man.
Concierge Handyman. This episode is literally sponsored by the Concierge Handyman because that's one of the things that pays our bills and keeps our lights on. Look for us, Bucks County, Montgomery County, Philadelphia County, some of the shore points. We're on Instagram, concierge _ That's that little line under the words for you people that don't understand that. Mm-hmm. Concierge Handyman on Instagram, run by Trevor. Doing great things. It's really the construction business is stressful. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me sometimes to like feel like I'm helping anyone because I'm just solving problems all day long. I just like get beat up every day. But the concierge handyman business, like, I feel like that's helping people.
It is.
You know, like, it's not people that need a bajillion-dollar house or a crazy renovation. It's like they're just trying to keep their house looking good and running well. Or they got these little problems and they don't know who to call. And it's cool to hear, especially like when I'm friends or family or peers of mine, or I run out to somebody at the bar and I've got like, there I am at the fucking bar, the vault. And I had a guy come up to me and I didn't know what he was saying at first, if it was the podcast or the construction, because I realized, I deduced it was not the podcast, because that's a different kind of people come up to me for the podcast. Usually you know the difference. But I had an Audax shirt on, and he came up, he's like, dude, I'm loving your guys' work. Like, I know you just got your food, like, everything's, like, I follow you guys on Instagram, just looking great. And I was like, dude, thanks. And then, like, when we were getting ready to leave, like, we kind of crossed paths again, and it was like, dude, the handyman service, He's like, dude, that you guys came out with, like, that's amazing. And he was a mortgage guy. So, like, you could tell, like, realtors, mortgage people, like, your grandmother, like, we have the ability to do business with everyone now because it's relatively affordable. I think almost everybody in this area can afford it. It's not overpriced. I think it's underpriced for what you get. Trevor and his team they're just making sure people's houses don't fall down. And it's cool to hear, like, because maybe it's also because, like, we can only serve so many new home clients a year. Like, say we do 12 houses in a year. I get to interact with 12 people, 12 families. Trevor gets to interact with, like, he could do 12 families a week. So, like, you're hearing just constant, like, people that are happy, and sometimes it gets to me, and I'm like, that's awesome that we get to, like, help everyone now.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode sponsored by Concierge Handyman. Disclosure is $85 an hour.
Mama little important shit.
Disclaimer:
side effects.
Side effects may vary. Happy customers are 99.9% prevalent.
No, yeah, it's definitely a sweet service.
And then also look out for what is pull up your thing. Pull up the town.
Oh shit.
The clothing thing. Yeah, there it is. Town closet. That's fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious.
The town clo. TOWNECLO.
Yeah, got my website. It's basically ready. I need to send you, Andrew, the website, but I'll let people, I'll just preview it right now real quick. But, I did a lot of coding, did some hacking and shit, made a little landing page.
Yeah, did you keep the Chinese out?
Yeah, I cut that out.
The MSS isn't going to get on here?
No, I won't, dude. Got all these passwords.
Your password, judging by how many characters were in there, it's Raccoons must die.
No, it's not, but, I mean, oh, wait, I'm not going to show the store. No, I can't show you that yet. But,
dude, it looks really clean. I like the vibe of the website. I'm really excited for the future of this because I know you're not going to, like, sometimes clothing companies, they try and do too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're just trying to, like, make, like, small steps at a time.
Yeah.
Get a couple sales.
Yeah.
Deliver the merch. High quality. And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited for you to, like, do underwear and, like, let me model it.
No,
just
yeah,
get
for
super
sure.
weird in, like, an ice bath, like some town undies.
Yo, that'd be sick. No, yeah, I mean, my
He's so stupid, just like
crazy.
me and just like the tattooed service brothers, just
fucking just double cheeked up.
yo, get it, dude. Skinny and thick,
baby. No, yeah, my ideal with this is just make interesting, like, contemporary clothing that everyone can wear. So I feel like sometimes there's brands where it's too expensive, or sometimes this shit they make, it's like, why would I wear that on my body? Like, they have, like, teddy bears getting killed by machine guns or something. I don't know. I don't really find that cool. I don't know. But I just want to make something. I think
your taste, you have good fashion taste.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happened was, like, you were struggling to meet your taste.
Exactly.
So you just, like, I'm going to do it myself.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I remember I was looking through websites, and I was just like, just through clothing. And I was like, I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I was like, this is too expensive. This.
But I don't have $1,000 for a T-shirt.
Exactly.
That's what happens. It's like the cool shit. Like, I used to, like, I wear Audex shirts and athletic clothes and tracksuits and stuff like that predominantly. So it's not that hard for me. But, like, I wear only Lucky jeans.
Mm-hmm.
In one type of jean. Like, once you find, like, it's like the episode we did on pens.
Uh-huh.
Where I went to Staples and that dude was, like, midlife crisis, like, didn't know what his pen was. I'm like, dude, if you're 40 fucking years old and you don't know what pen you like, you need to go back to kindergarten. Right? Like, when you reach like 30, late 20s, 30s, you're more confident, you know what your style is. But sometimes it's just like, who's going to pay $1,000 for a T-shirt? Like, I've seen shirts or outfits or things, I'm like, damn, I would rock that. And then you go to the website and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Who's going to pay a truck payment for this outfit? I mean, somebody is. Obviously, companies are very successful, but like, it's cool that you're kind of like, you're bridging the gap.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously there's going to be some high-end pieces, but even for high end, they're gonna be fairly priced. And then I'm gonna have the basic thing that everyone can buy. Like I'm gonna put out basic T-shirts, like clean T-shirts you can wear for any occasion, whether it's something like a night out or you're just taking a walk in the park, or So I kind of want to make something that's clean, contemporary, and affordable. And yeah, I'm just excited to put it out, man. I took a lot of inspiration from like how Balenciaga does their stuff, and there's a bunch of other brands like Cole Buxton. There's like all these European brands that I really like, and also a lot of Japanese brands, because of their silhouettes and shit. So I took all that into consideration, and I kind of wanted to make my own thing, like make it clean, simple.
But like, not European or Japanese, American.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like those guys have style, but
no, but yeah. So yeah.
Because what's going to happen is we're going to go into World War III, and then we're not going to be able to get any style imported, but we will have style.
I'll make it happen, man. I'm starting to look through these New York manufacturers, see what's up. But
dude, let's just like kidnap somebody. Let's just kidnap like the people that are in the way, like the gatekeepers of the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Let's just like kidnap them, and what's it when your kidnapped victim like starts to like you?
Stockholm syndrome. We'll just like find somebody who's in the way of us and bring them here and like cuff them and just like start talking, and they'll be like, "Wait, you guys are pretty cool. I'll help you out." Okay, you are. Can I take them off? But yeah.
All right. So this episode is sponsored by Concierge Handyman, and keep your eye out for the town.
The town. Yeah. All right. Well,
this was Andrew and Gilmar for an impromptu episode because we had a guest and it didn't happen.
Yeah, things happen.
We got crisscross.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Rambo says hi.
Yeah, he's knocked out.
Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube. Share us with your mom. Share us with your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunts. We're here. Bring a style to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We out.